All right.
We are here again for another trailer reaction, Cash.
Back at it again.
We're back at it again.
What are we watching
That's
today?
what we do. So this is the first teaser trailer for the sequel to The Shining.
I guess you can call it a sequel.
Yeah, I guess you can. But the film is called Dr. Sleep, and it stars Ewan Mcgregor.
Ewan McGregor playing that little boy, that little Torrance boy, that little fun kid. He was a bundle of joy. Everyone loved hanging out with him.
Oh, everyone loves
He's
him.
talking the walls by himself. He's seeing twins walking around. Good kid to have. Fun kid to have in third grade, I'm sure.
I guess.
Well, yeah, so this is Dr. Sleep coming out soon. Another Stephen King.
This is coming out October or November.
October, November, around that time, right after it. So let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Hello, it's a good start.
Great start. I feel very welcomed.
See, he's weird. He's already weird. I got that feeling. He's living in weird. Oh.
Morning. Seems like a nice girlfriend just leaving him messages, you know?
Yeah, you think he's got a girlfriend with that single bed he's living in? He looks like he's in a prison. School?
School morning? Oh.
Fucking hated that. Does not like going
Not
to
a good
school.
alarm system
Not,
at all. That'll wake you up 10 times out of 10.
The wall does not like school.
Red rum. You know what I just realized? That says murder backwards.
You're figuring it out. You're getting it.
I am getting it.
The kid. Now he's got a kid.
I guess so.
If you got problems, stop having kids. You're just giving them the problems.
Oh, it sounds like he found her. They found each other.
I need you to listen to me. The world's a hungry place. A dark place.
Whoa.
Hi there.
That kind of looks culty. She looks
I only
culty
met two
too.
or three people like us.
See, they're all like him. They all got the Shining. It's a super team.
When I was a kid, I bumped into these things.
That's the scary scene in The Shining.
Yep. With the old
Where
decrepit
she's
woman.
falling. Oh my God, it's disgusting.
I always called it The Shining.
Look at that red blood. I love it. I love that score too. You hear that?
Yeah. So this November.
November, yeah. Casablanca, you see that now showing?
Yeah. Crazy. I'm gonna have to read it. I'm gonna have to read Dr.
Same.
Sleep.
I'm gonna get it on Audible and just listen to it at work.
There's the door. The fucking
Still there
door.
too, dude. Here's Johnny. Wow.
Love the score. That's the score from the start.
How much creepier could it get? November 8th.
Odds that we're getting a Jack Nicholson cameo.
0%.
You won't give me any kind of numbers.
I won't
on
give you anything. I'll give you a 1% over/under. I'll take the under on that. We are not getting any sort of cameo appearance from Jack Nicholson. I can fucking
Not even a
guarantee
voice. Not even a
that.
voice.
Maybe a voice.
I think we might get a creepy here.
Yeah,
Johnny.
right, we
Like
might
he'll
get-
be in a nightmare scenario or something. But it'll be
I can
his
see
voice
that.
from the original. You're not waking
The
up.
only way
You're
we're
not
getting a
waking
Jack
up.
Nicholson is if it's like a Ready Player One thing, where it's like a giant CGI Jack Nicholson chasing him through the.
You're talking about
the maze.
a Terminator. What's the Terminator with Christian Bale where they have
Salvation.
Arnold at the very end? He's all
He's
CGI.
the worst CGI I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, it looks terrible. No, so they better not do that. They better not.
They're
bring
not
Jack
going to do a
Nicholson
full
back.
CGI Jack Nicholson for this movie. One, I don't think they can afford it.
Second off, why would you? You have Ewan McGregor. You have a great actor who can do whatever you need him to do.
No,
Let's
but I am interested. I got to go read the book. The book came out not that long ago. Probably the quickest turnaround for a Stephen King film to be made into a movie. Because the book came out like 3 years ago. I remember when it came out because it was really anticipated because it was the sequel to The Shining.
The Shining, yeah. It's a huge success.
But I really think you would have to read the original because I've never read The Shining, but I know it's very different from the movie. So I think you might have to go back and read The Shining first before you read Doctor Sleep.
Oh, you would have to. Yeah.
'Cause I don't think
The
ju-
Shining's so much different than the
I don't
actual
think
film.
just watching The Shining would be enough to know about Doctor
And
Sleep.
that was Stephen King's gripe with Stanley Kubrick, as we all know, because we've reviewed The Shining on this podcast before.
Yeah.
But that they did not get along. He did not like the movie at all. But with this film, you almost, and we talked about this earlier off air, but you almost have to pay homage to both Stephen King, but also Stanley Kubrick, as far as like this being also a sequel of the movie.
Well, and it is Warner Brothers also, so they have all the rights to that footage. So they have all that.
And we saw some of the old footage already.
Yeah, and that's what kind of surprised me. It was we were talking about it earlier, like you said, how much footage they actually used of the original Shining, because, like you said, they're not. Of course,
And of course, they can intertwine that too as
Yeah.
well, to where it will fit the story of Doctor Sleep more.
I think it's gonna be a more of a sequel to the Shining movie than it is gonna be of the Shining book. I think that's gonna be. I think they're gonna adapt Doctor Sleep like they adapted The Shining and have it loosely based off. I think it's gonna be more of a transition from Stanley Kubrick's, because that's the one everyone knows.
Yeah.
I mean, not a lot of people have read. I'm sure there is a lot of people that read The Shining, but there's a lot more people who have seen The Shining, and they're probably gonna be a lot more serious about staying true to that. But yeah, if you're making a Stephen King movie and Stephen King comes on set and says he fucking hates it, that's the best note you can get. Because if Stephen King doesn't like your movie, you're doing something right. Because
I would say you're, yeah,
because
definitely.
he has not been the best at he's at
picking his
knowing
own.
what movies are good
Gonna
and
be
not.
good and what's
Because
not, yeah.
every movie he's said that he fucking
But
hates has been
it's
good,
done
and every
really
movie
well.
he says this movie's awesome. This is gonna be the one. It's a direct.
And if we know anything about Stephen King, he not only is a fantastic book writer, but he is also a fantastic actor.
He's a
and
great
those
actor.
cameos
He's a
used to
great
have.
actor. I wouldn't call him
Man.
cameos. In some of them, he's playing lead roles.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
He took the cameo a little
A
far.
little
He
far.
took-
Yeah, Stanley knew his boundaries.
yeah,
Stephen
he
King,
went.
not so
He went the M Night Shyamalan road, where Shyamalan he started doing small cameos,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's just like, okay, well, I'll just be the main actor now. never good.
Never a good idea.
You should separate your at some point. You can't do it all.
You
don't be
can't.
director. Don't write it. And I mean,
It's
let
impossible.
someone else
Just
do
one
it.
thing at a time. Take it one day at a time.
Yeah, let someone else have a job.
Oh, gosh.
Fucking Stephen King. Stephen King directed some. I think directed one movie also as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he
Yes.
was really doing it. In the 80s, though, man, he was doing so much cocaine. He could do it all. He only slept
You
an
could do
hour
it,
out of
yeah.
the day because
I
he
mean,
was
when you sleep 1 hour a day, you can get a lot accomplished.
pretty much anything.
Anything.
You can
You're
write.
Superman.
He was writing a book a day, I think, at one point. He was
Well,
just throwing
it
books
and The
out.
Stand. Those books alone are so long. They're well over 1,000 pages.
It is. When you're reading it, I mean,
It's
you
like
just know you're
1,100
reading.
pages.
It's like if someone wrote down a Coke binge and you somehow put that in the words. Like you're reading and it just keeps going and going. And you're like,
and
what
it-
the fuck?
But it all ends up making sense, and you're like, how does all this make sense?
It does, yeah.
This is the
That's when
craziest
you're
story
just,
of all
you can just
time.
imagine him. He's
Oh, God. Just fiercely
ripping
typing.
rails.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just going.
That was
his
when
fingers
a
are bleeding.
keyboard warrior was just a good book writer.
Oh yeah. But yeah. So, but this looks awesome.
It does. I'm excited
And
for
the
it.
biggest part of all, directed by Mike Flanagan, the guy who created and directed Haunting of Hill House.
Oh
on
my
Netflix.
God. And I still have not seen that yet.
You're watching fucking Lady Gaga and Bradley
Yeah.
Cooper
Okay, man.
twice.
I wanted to cry myself to sleep.
You're watching the
Okay,
wrong
so
movies,
good.
my guy. You're
I
watching.
know.
You're
Dude,
wasting
I
your
was
time.
in a depressive state after watching that movie. I had to find something else. So I watched Ballers for an episode.
And then you watched it again. You got
know
so
what?
depressed,
The
I had to
next
see it
day.
again.
But the acting was so good, and their chemistry is so real, Cash. You cannot deny it.
Then watch Haunting on Hill House. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I
so
will.
real. They were
Absolutely.
fucking.
They definitely
really-
were. That's why both
That's why it's so
engagements were
good.
called off.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
they were actually in love.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, that was our Doctor Sleep teaser trailer with a little Lady Gaga talk. So
We got to get her in there.
we have to. You
She
can
needs it. She needs
yeah,
the work.
yeah.
She needs the PR.
She does.
She's not doing too good.
This is our YouTube exclusive too, so you guys all know if you're watching here, you can type in "Have you seen it?" podcast. We'll be the first one to pop up. The Angry Popcorn. Our podcast, guys, you can find on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher, anywhere you can find podcasts. We do one movie news a week. We do a movie review. We got a lot of content out there. We're super active on social media, so follow our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook page. Comment, like this video, subscribe to our channel, get involved in our community, talk to us in the comment section. We always reply. And that about does it. I'm Mason Knight. That's Cash Kraus.
Adios.